What if I told you na hindi na ang pinakamatalinong nursing student ang palaging pumapasa ng NCLEX examination? In fact, thousands of nurses every year fail not because kulang yung knowledge nila, but because hindi sapat ang kanilang way ng pagre-review.
According to the latest data from the National Council of State Board of Nursing or NCBN, first-time NCLEX RN pass rates declined in 2025 compared with the 2024. Pero bahagyang tumataas naman ang pass rate ng mga repeaters kumpara noong 2024.
So, ang tanong, isa ka ba sa papasa this year 2026? Hi guys! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me again, Julius Russell. So, isa pa akong registered nurse sa Pilipinas, and for today's video, I'll share to you some tips on how to pass the NCLEX examination. So, ito po ay based sa experience ko during my NCLEX and also sa mga na-research and mga nakausap ko during also their NCLEX examination. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, the first tip and probably the most important is to understand kung ano ba talaga ang tinetest ng NCLEX. Kasi alam nyo po, karamihan sa atin mga nurses na minimemorize lang po yung process ng diseases, including yung signs and symptoms, laboratory values, at medications, at kung ano-ano pa. Pero ang totoo po, hindi knowledge recall yung focus ng NCLEX. So, ang NCLEX is designed to identify whether you're ready to practice a safe and competent entry-level nurse. In other words, ang exam po na ito or ang NCLEX is nagfo-focus po dun po sa ating patient safety. And other thing you need to know is that NCLEX is a computerized adaptive testing. So, ibig sabihin po nito, habang sinasagutan nyo po yung exam or during your NCLEX examination, ini-adjust po yung computer ang difficulty of question based po sa previous na answers nyo. Okay? So, technically, hindi po ito sa daming tamang sagot, kundi how consistently na kaya mong ipakita at kaya mong gumawa ng safety clinical decisions. May ma-share ko lang, meron kasi akong kakilala taga-amin na nagtitake din siya ng NCLEX exam. And sabi niya sa akin, bakit daw siya bumagsak, na ang dami naman daw siyang mga tamang sagot. Like mga 90% daw po yun, yung mga tamang or ang daming tamang sagot. So yun nga, yung NCLEX po natin is a computerized adaptive testing. So ini-adjust po niya yung difficulty question based sa answers or previous answers mo. Okay? So this exam continues to evaluate whether you've reached the minimum level of competency required for your nursing or your safety nursing practice. So, as of today, ang ginagamit pa rin natin sa NCLEX is yung new generation NCLEX or ang tinatawag natin na NGN. So, the new generation NCLEX was launched on April 1, 2023 and kasama na po ako nun kasi yung exam ko that was on May 8, 2023. And this exam or this type of NCLEX continues to be the current format in 2026, which is this year. So, new generation NCLEX or the NGN was introduced to better measure the clinical judgment. So, sa mga nakakapansin, mas maraming case studies and questions that require critical thinking and sound clinical decision making. That's why, before you even look at the answer choices, you have to make sure that you understand exactly what the question is asking. Basahin niyo po ng mabuti yung stem ng questions. And you have to pay close attention to keywords like first, initial, priority, best, or most appropriate. Kasi ito yung mga kadalasan na words na makikita mo during examination. Alam nyo, minsan lahat ng choices ay tama. Feeling nyo parang tama lahat. Pero ang challenge po nyo is how you are going to identify the best and the priority nursing action. So second tip, you have to answer practice questions daily. Alam nyo guys, hindi lang sapat na uma-attend lang tayo ng mga lectures sa ating review center or nanonood ng mga lectures sa mga videos like sa YouTube. Pero answering questions daily is actually prepares your brain to the exam. So you have to aim yourself for around 50 to 100 questions to practice daily. Okay? Alam nyo ba guys na ang pinaka-importante during the review times is yung pagre-review ng mga rationale kaysa scores. Even po na tama kayo, you have to read the rationale. And even po na mali po kayo, you have to, read it even more carefully. Kasi doon nagsisimula or doon po kayo nagle-learn. Tip number 3 is master test taking strategies. So, alam po natin na hindi talaga lahat ng tanong ay masasagot natin. Meron at meron po talagang mahihirap yung tanong na parang hindi po natin alam yung concept. Or sometimes confusing po yung mga tanong na parang unsure ka na sa isasagot mo doon sa tanong na yun. So at least itong master test taking strategies, meron po tayong diskarte kung sino po yung pipiliin or kung sino yung dapat ipaprioritize natin ng mga pasyente. Okay? So you have to, learn the frameworks of EBCs, yung airway, breathing, circulations, also the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, yung safety ng pasyente, kung sino po yung ipaprioritize natin, yung acute versus chronic, sino po yung stable and unstable, and also yung mga delegations, kasi NCLEX more on delegation question po talaga. Tip number 4 is focus on NGN or next generation NCLEX questions. So, di ba na-mention ko kanina na we're still using the format of NGN this year, 2026, which is the next generation NCLEX. So, you should expect lots of question about NGN NCLEX questions, including nito yung case studies, yung bowtie questions, metrics question, multiple response, trend analysis. Sa totoo lang, parang nakakatakot siya at first. Nung ako personally, parang natakot ako na ganito yung type of exam nila. 'Di ba? Kasi yung nasanayan natin dito sa Pilipinas, multiple choice, 'di ba? So, parang nakaka-overwhelm yung kanilang type of exam. Pero again, wag po kayong mag-panic kasi once na ma-practice nyo po yung type of exam nila, you will realize that they are simply testing your clinical judgment. Kasi yun lang naman po yung gusto nila, yung clinical judgment. Okay? So, you have to, read the patient scenario slowly. Don't rush. Wag po talaga kayong magmamadali kasi 5 hours po yung allotted na time for us to answer the questions. Okay? So, i-highlight nyo po yung important findings ng NGN questions. Okay? And always connect po doon sa assessment and sa intervention po. So, tip number 5, quality review over long hours. So, ang pinopoint out ko po dito na don't focus of how many hours you study, but focus of how much you actually learn. Okay? So, hindi porket na nag-aaral po tayo ng 12 to 15 hours, okay na po siya or effective na po siya. Mas okay pa rin yung 3 to 5 hours daily na full of focus po kayo than na nadidistract kayo or may maraming distractions or nabe-burn out po kayo. So, ito, i-share ko po sa inyo yung pagre-review ko nung NCLEX exam ko, nung NCLEX review ko. Gumawa kasi ako ng plan, yung schedule planning, yung ganun. So, dapat from Monday to Friday, every morning tsaka hapon lang ako nag-aaral. So, every 3 hours lang po yung allocated na nag-aaral po talaga ako. And then, dapat 8 AM to 3 PM tapos na po ako niyan. So, 11 to 12, ano po yan, lunch time, ganun. So, after 3 PM, dapat tapos na ako niyan kasi nagja-jogging, ganun, nag-exercise ako. Then, after po ng dinner, hindi na po talaga ako nag-aaral. Ano na lang ako, nanonood ng TV, relax na lang talaga, or nanonood ng Netflix. Pero, dapat, as much as possible, tulog na po ako ng 9 PM. Kasi dapat, gigising po ako ng 5 AM. Kasi, nag-i-scan po ako ng mga cards, yung mga flashcards. May mga meds kasi ako, mga medication na kinakategorize ko po yung system na, like for example, cardio na system. Yung mga medication na related po dun sa cardio, sinusulat ko po yung mga therapeutic effects, side effects, yung mga ganun. Ini-scan ko po siya basahin 5 AM. So 5 AM, so yun, tapos pagkatapos nun 6 AM kakain, maligo, yung mga ganun. Then 8 AM I started mag-review. So yun po yung ginagawa ko during my review. And effective naman po siya sa akin. Ewan ko. So, ang lesson po natin dito is wag niyo pong ipilit yung sarili mo na mag-study ng mahahabang oras. Kasi mapaburn out po kayo. Okay? So, remember, it's not about studying harder, but it is all about studying smarter. And guys, ang ma-advise ko lang talaga is do not keep changing your materials or your resources during your review. Okay? So, like for example, kadamihan kasi sa atin, nag-change ng mga materials. Like for example, ngayon nag-U-roll, mamayang hapon, nagbo-bootcamp, and then mamayang gabi nag-archer, then gumagamit pa ng iba't ibang mga resources na binibigay ng mga natin mga kaibigan. So please, wag niyo pong gawin yan kasi magkakaroon po tayo ng information overload. So kapag magkakaroon po tayo ng information overload, it causes poor memory retention. And at the end, magkakaroon po tayo ng stress and anxiety. And yun naman po yung ayaw natin mangyari during our review and during our NCLEX examination. Diba? So, instead, choose 1 or 2 trusted resources or materials during our review. Okay? So, I think that would be all. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you think this video is very helpful to you, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell for being updated sa mga upcoming videos ko pa po. Okay? And please comment below USRN 2026 if you are claiming na papasa ka this year. Okay? Again, thank you so much for watching this video. Kita-kits in my next video po. Bye-bye!